Hey guys, Duff here, and welcome to my guide for the brand new tournament format, UG Showdown. This one is the War of I-4. Now, before we get started, if you guys want a chance for a couple extra practice pins to be used on this tournament, enter the code right now, Duff Pins. So DUFFPINS. And that is going to get you 3 free extra looks at these holes as you start this UG Showdown week. Now remember, you're going to have a full 48 hours to complete your semifinal rounds on Thursday and Friday, and again on the final, Saturday and Sunday, a full 48 hours. Hopefully this guide is going to get you through to those rounds. Now I plan on updating this throughout the week, and we're going to have all 18 holes available by Thursday. But this is a fantastic starting point where I show you how to get a drop on every hole. So good luck out there. Let me know how you did, and we will see you again on the weekend. All right, so hole 1 at Bay Hill. We're going to use some pins here because it is a tailwind, and this tournament is the bigger wins. So we've actually got a shot to get on this green. So we're going to go with RB and a plus 20 driver pin. So that's going to add 20 points to all of our stats. You can do the all club one, or you can just do the driver one, whichever one you have. Then I went ahead and added the plus 5 ball power as well. You can do this with either a Pro DX miss or the Pro DX. You're going to need full top spin, 4.5 bars of left curl, and an intentional 3-bar miss to the left. It all sounds very complicated. Don't worry. Once you see it in action here, it's not that bad. So our aim spot down the left side, as far left as you can go. There's the full top. There's the 4.5 bars of left. Now, because you can't get any further left, this is where the intentional miss left comes into play. So that first spot is on the green. Notice the curl here, 1 ball outside, and there's the miss, 3 bars to the left. This is probably a time where you could use a practice pin just to get the timing down on that left to right. You can even go into another tournament and practice that timing. But there you go. There's hole 1. Pretty much a guaranteed eagle if you follow that guide. And we're off to hole 2. All right, this brings us to hole 2, long par 3. We're going to go with Holy Driver on this hole. And you're going to have to switch your wood to a basic just to give you room to make your adjustments here. So Holy Driver, switch your wood to basic. We're going to try and dump the wind down as low as you can. So I'm using an 84% wind ball here with power 10, full backspin, 3 bars of right spin. Now, you're going to be tempted to straighten your shot view guide here, but don't do it. Leave it where it is. And there's your aim point. So you can see right edge, the guide just disappearing into the hole, and we're about 3.4 rings back from the pin. So there's your aim spot. Now, the adjust is just whatever the wind is times 0.9. So wind times 0.9. In my case, so this is around a 2.88 adjust. I'm just eyeballing these adjusts. No grids. And then it's just a case of hitting perfect. So we get that ultimate shot. And you'll see the rollout here. Real nice. Center cup. 1400. And that's how to get the drop on hole 2. All right, this brings us to hole 3 at Bay Hill in this showdown tournament. We're going to do something fun here. We're going to go lightning rod for both shots. So your aim spot is at the maximum lightning rod distance, 3 bars of right spin, and centered on the fairway. And then you're just going to move left 7 rings. No overpower. And that's going to put us in a nice, consistent spot in the middle of the fairway. And we do have a headwind approach here. And that's the reason why we're going to go with lightning rod. So full backspin, 1 bar of right spin. You're going to get that second bounce, the end of the second bounce, centered on the cup. So there's the angle. There's your distance back. Now just follow the guide on the right here. So on a 3.1 wind, we're going 7.65 rings. There's 5. Another 2.65. And watch this nice rollout on the lightning rod. Center cup, $9.99. And that's how we play hole 3 of this Showdown Tournament. Hole 4 at Bay Hill, a long par 5. We've got a tailwind off the tee, so we're going to go with a Tour Pro Trophy ball just to get that extra distance. So full top spin, 1 bar right. Everything you got, full overpower. Let's just give it a full send. As far out there as we can. And that's going to leave us with a max distance IM route approach for the albatross. So the setup on this one a little bit tricky. We're going to go full backspin -2 with 1 bar of right. That's going to give us the line. So we want to be lined up here about 3.2 rings back from the pin. So you can see that. About 3.2, 3.3. And we want right edge. So there's our distance. And then we're going to reapply 1.5 bars of backspin. Now the adjustment here, just take the wind minus 0.1. So on a 4.6 wind, we're going to go 4.5. If you've got a 5.1, you're going to go 5 rings. Now I did that because I was in real mode and not practice mode, but I had the confidence this shot was going to go in. Beautiful rollout, catches a little bit of break right there at the hole. And we collect our albatross. Hole 5 at Bay Hill. Short par 4, and we've got a tailwind. So we're going to go 3.5 bars of top spin, 5 bars of left spin, with a Pro D Xmas and the RB. So there's your aim point, fully stretched out, right at the right edge of the trap there. Full overpower, no curl needed. And you're just going to give that everything you got. It's going to take a couple hops, roll out nicely onto the green for a guaranteed eagle. After the easy eagle on number 5, find ourselves with a decent sized par 5 in hole number 6 here. We're going to go with a flight A ball. Full top spin, full left spin. Now you want to keep that target up on the hill. Don't go down into the water with it. We're going to go full left curl, full overpower. Give it everything you got. This leaves us with a Hellfire approach. With this Hellfire, we're going 1 bar of right spin, full back spin, and here is your aim spot. So you want that second ring just at the back edge of the hole. And you can see we're just on the left side of center. Now there's your adjustment on the right. So I've got a 3.1 wind. I'm going to go 2.88 rings here. Again, no grids. I'm just eyeballing everything. Hit ultimate shot. And this is going to be a beautiful rollout. Just on the right side of center. For the albatross on hole 6. This brings us to hole 7 at Bay Hill. We're going to go with the high roller ball here, which is an 82% ball. So something close to that will do. We're going Hellfire once again. We're going full backspin, 1 bar of right. And here's your aim spot. So we're just over 2 rings back. And we're just on that right edge. So that's how far back you need to be. And your adjustments are there on the right. So in a 3.7, we're going 3.35 rings. Now, if you're at the top end of this, you might want to set up just a little bit closer to the hole. The great shot won't matter with that ball. Comes in just a little hot, but it hits the pin and drops for the ace, 1400, and we move on to hole 8. All right, this brings us to number 8 at Bay Hill. This one took a pile of attempts to get down, but I've got it down now. It is a super fun shot. So we're going RB. We're going with a Pro DX. And I've selected the driver all stats plus 20 pin. So you can see all but one top, full right spin, and here's your aim point. Here's the important part of this. So you want it right there where it's fully extended, the rings to line up with the fairway. Full right curl. Now you got to hit ultimate shot here. If you miss left or right, you're going to hit the trees. So that line there is going to take you through the trees, bounce, bounce, onto the dance floor, where we will hit an easy putt for the eagle with 1,300 and change TB. That might be very, very important come the weekend rounds. So our 9th and final hole in these qualifying rounds. So you can see 2 backspin, go right to the max line, and then no overpower. That's going to set us up for a lightning rod approach into a nice headwind. So with the lightning rod, we're going to go full backspin, no side spin at all. And look at the aim point here. So we're going about a full cup left of the hole. And we're going to put that second bounce kind of centered on the pin in terms of distance. Now, our adjustments just wind times 2.5. You can see it on the right. So on this 5.1, we're going 12.75 rings. And this is going to roll out nicely, catch the break at the pin, sneak in the left side there to finish the round off with an eagle.